Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna, this is Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals, and today I'm going to do another reading vlog. So last week's reading vlog did not go up. Because I don't remember if I finished it or not. Plus, I have so many videos going up this week, and so if I put it up like a week late, it's no longer relevant. So I have less videos coming out next week. Also, the lighting is absolute shit today because I'm in a hotel. So there's that. Man, I got some sun last weekend. Okay, cool. So anyways, yes, I'm in Idaho this week for a few days. I get back home like Thursday, and I just figured I would start talking about what I'm reading. So I am reading a few things, actually. My physical book that I'm reading right now is Vengeful by V. Schwab. I finished Vicious back in May. It was our group book, and I have to say I'm not as impressed with Vengeful. It's just not grabbing my attention the way that Vicious did, in the same way that Vicious did, which is a bummer. I'm on like page 150 now, and it's like just starting to get better. So that's good. I'm listening to on audio, I'm listening to Love from A to Z by S.K. Ali. This was the group book for the Dragons and Tea book club, which is run by my dear friend Melanie from Mel to the Emmy, and I believe A Court of Crowns and Quills, I believe is the other host. It's on Goodreads, and I'll link it below if you would like it. And this is the first book that I've actually read with them, just because it was on script. I needed something before the Biannual Bibliothon started on Thursday, so I figured, why the hell not? And so, yes, I'm reading that. I read way past yesterday's specific pages, because they're trying to read it basically all throughout the week. But because I want to finish it before Thursday starts, because I have a new audiobook on Thursday, then, yeah, I'm ahead. Plus, I had a road trip. I had to drive up to Idaho today, or yesterday, so I needed something to listen to on the way up here. So, there's a reason I do not do Get Ready With Me. It's just FYI. So, I'm absolutely loving with, what is it called? Love from A to Z. It is the most adorable, cutest. Yeah, I love the two of them. I love the Harry Potter references. I just love everything about it. Part of me wanted to not like the kind of basically plot in the book, because he has a I don't know if it's a spoiler, so I'm not going to say what he has, but he has a chronic illness that basically is going to kill him. And so he starts liking this girl, and he doesn't want to continue seeing her because of this illness, and he doesn't see a future. So he doesn't want to get involved. He doesn't want to hurt her, which is absolutely noble of him. And she thinks that he doesn't want to see him because on the last time that they saw each other, she thought she did something stupid, and so that's why he doesn't want to see her. So part of me wanted to hate that, because it was a miscommunication trope, and generally I don't necessarily love books that do that. But honestly, same. I would totally do that if I had a chronic illness. I mean, first off, you're not in that position, so it's really hard to actually explain what you're what you would do in that situation. But I feel if I had a chronic illness that I just met this other person, why would I tell them that I was gonna die in a few years, or whatever. And So, like, you know, just distance yourself. I would totally do that. And then on the flip side of that, if I was, how do you pronounce her name? Zainab? I think is how you pronounce it. I'm really bad at the pronunciations of names. So sorry. But if I was her, I would be overanalyzing our last meetup in order to, like, figure out why he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Totally would do that. So there's that. All right, so that's all I've got for you right now. The only other thing that I'm sort of kind of reading is The Wedding Party by Jasmine Guillory. That comes out on July 16th, and I have an e-arc for it. And I'm like 4% into it. The only reason I was reading it is because I didn't take a book with me on an errand, and then I was like waiting in line. So I just started reading it on my phone. So there's that. I didn't bring my Kindle at all on this trip, so like I don't foresee myself actually doing anything with that for this week, to be honest, which is a bummer, but also I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, let's get some light in here. So yeah, that's all I've got pretty much for you right now. So Thursday starts the Biannual Bibliothon, which is the last one, and I'm really sad about that. But, you know, it's okay. I have 2 books that I'm going to start on Thursday for that, and it's 9 days, so like I don't foresee myself having a problem reading the 4 books that I want to read. So I'm going to read The Great Alone by Christian Hanna because that audiobook needs to go back to the library on the 18th. Which is next Thursday, so I want to try to do that one first. And then the physical book that I brought was Nevernight by J. Kristoff. And I don't think I'll technically have any time to read it, but I might, if I finish Vengeful, I might start Nevernight early because I didn't bring anything else. So, yeah, that's all I got for you right now. I'm gonna go to work. Bye. This heartbeat faster. Alright, not sure if this is gonna work or not because it's a little bit loud out here. And there's the sun. But I'm sitting out here on the balcony in my hotel and watching the falls. It's pretty nice. So I had plans to actually like go down to the falls and go walk around and kind of just enjoy it. It's beautiful there. I wanted to take some pictures. And I busted my knee today. Well, actually, I don't even know what I did today. Let's be honest. I have no idea. But it's very swollen and it pops every time I move. And I'm in a lot of pain. So I'm sitting out here on the porch with my leg elevated and ice on it. So, yay. I need to make an appointment with an orthopedic surgeon, apparently, Monday, because I'm pretty sure I tore my meniscus. So that's exciting. But I did finish Love from A to Z today. Wasn't supposed to finish it until Thursday, but I finished it. Sorry. Gave it 5 stars. I loved it. It was so, so good. It is a YA contemporary. So, like, there's insta-love in it. That's a thing that happens. But I think that the plot was, and the message behind the story is just so powerful that, like, I can't not give it 5 stars. And I really love it. And I've loved reading it with the group, even though, like, I'm way ahead of everyone. But, you know, oh well, sorry. That's all I have for you right now. I'm gonna, like, sit out here on the porch and read some Vengeful. And we'll see how it goes. I'm on like page 160. I think Sarah's actually caught up to me now, so if not past me. So I need to catch up tonight. I want to finish it by tomorrow night, so I'm done with it by the start of Biannual Bibliothon. So anyways, I will talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, it's Thursday. See, wait, when did I vlog last? I don't even know. But I have some updates for you. I am home. And I finished Vengeful technically this morning. So I wanted to finish it before the Bibliothon. Not quite, but I finished it this morning. And
I have feelings about it. I ended up giving it 4 stars. It is definitely not as good as Vicious, just because there's so many more characters. You just don't really, I mean, like, first off, I can't get them all straight. And then secondly, like, I don't care as much about them. So there's that. So yeah, and then I'm not going to get the books, but I am on chapter 10 of The Great Alone. I listened to that on my way home from Idaho today. So I got quite a bit of reading in on that. I'm hoping to finish that up by this weekend. And then I've only read, like, literally 1 chapter. Like, I literally read the first chapter of this morning, but I started Nevernight by Jay Kristoff, and holy shit! Yeah. I am shooketh. I tweeted it this morning. I said, I am shooketh. That's what I said. So, anyways, it's so good. I love, and I'm like, for those of you that have already read it, I am absolutely loving how it would go from, like, you have the 2 different things that are happening, but they're using very similar verbiage. And so, like, you're having, like, one part of it, she's having sex and losing her virginity, and the other time, like, she's killing her first victim, and they're, like, using the same words to describe 2 very, very different events. So yeah, I cannot wait to keep reading this book. I don't know why I slept on this book for so long. Because I literally, like, I was, when everybody was reading it last year, I was like, that sounds interesting, but not interesting enough for me to actually pick it up. I don't know why I missed, I don't know. I don't know why. So I am home. I actually ended up taking a half day today because I had a doctor's appointment because I did something to my knee, and I don't know when it happened or where it happened or what happened. But my doctor is pretty sure that I tore the meniscus. So I'm being referred to an orthopedic surgeon, hopefully early next week. So that's a fun twist. So yeah, I'm in a lot of pain. And so yeah, I just have my leg elevated right now, and we'll go from there. So anyways, I will talk to you all later. Bye. Everybody, happy Sunday. This is the end of the weekend, and it is day 4, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yeah, day 4 of the Biannual Bibliothon, and it's going on all next week, so I'm not really worried about it. So as far as reading is concerned, I'm only on page 31 of Nevernight, so I'm reading that right now. As much as I liked the first chapter, it's been a couple of days since I picked it up. Thank you, Zephyr, for barking. I don't know why she's barking. And so then on my audiobook, I am listening to The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna, and I am almost done with it. I think I've got about 2 hours left of it, of a 15-hour audiobook, so should finish it up on Monday, but I only listen to audiobooks generally when I'm, like, driving, and so I'm not working today. I should finish it tomorrow. Yeah, and then the other thing I did yesterday was I finished, just because I had my computer and it was, yeah, I just decided to read it. I read The Black Mage, and I think it was by Daniel Barnes. And I gave it 2 stars. I didn't love it. It wasn't that great, to be honest. So there was, I don't know, I feel like it was just all kind of like making a joke of racism. You had like very stereotypical names for things, like it was St. Ivory School. The main female character that's supposed to be like the sidekick to our main character, her last name was Whitehorn. And then I think his name was even like Token. I mean, like that was his last name. So come on. Yeah, anyways, I just feel like it just kind of made fun of everything. And yeah. So anyways, I gave it 2 stars. That's all I've got for you right now. And I'm going to go back to reading. Bye. Hello, everybody. It's Monday. As per usual, I didn't finish vlogging, but I got like the majority of my week vlogged. So I'm still going to put this up. I'll just talk to you today about what I finished last week. So we're in the middle of the Biannual Bibliothon. It runs from last Thursday, so we're on day 5. 4 would have been yesterday. And it runs until next Friday. So it's actually like gonna span 2 vlogs. Just how it worked out, especially since I'm going to be daily vlogging for Reading Rush. I really want to do daily vlogs for Reading Rush, and then my catch-up-a-thon, and then contemporary-a-thon. So 3 months of 1 week of daily vlogging. So wish me luck. We'll see how this happens. I also really want to do the small booktuber shout-outs when I do my daily vlogs. Like, a lot of I think like Chelsea was the big one that started that with contemporary-a-thon, and then like a lot of other people have done it ever since then. So Chelsea's the one that I saw like actually start it. I'm sure that people have done it before, but I'm gonna do that, a small booktuber shout out every single day on my daily vlogs coming next, not this coming week, but the week after that. I think it's like the 22nd is when it starts. So anyways, let's talk about some books, because I've actually read quite a bit of things. So the first thing I finished this week, I actually finished before the Biannual Bibliothon started, so I finished Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. This was not vicious. It was not as good as Vicious, but it was still interesting and intriguing. And apparently there's a 3rd book coming out. There is like an untitled 3rd villains book. It doesn't have a release date. It doesn't have a name. It doesn't have anything. So like, I don't know if it's really gonna happen or not. God, I hope so though, because this ending was not an ending. I think there were some really good discussions in this, and it's definitely like a morally gray book, and like the characters are morally gray. I also, like, I kind of equated it with, if you've watched Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I can't remember which season it was, but there was one season where there were a lot of like Inhumans being born. Thank you, Mr. Motorcycle. Anyways, there were a lot of like Inhumans being created, and they had extraordinary powers, and each one of them had like a complementary Inhuman that basically had like a balancing power. And so this one really talks about that with Victor. Was it Victor? I don't remember. Yeah, Victor and Marcella, and they're like opposite. No, Eli. I get the 2 mixed up. Like the entire time I was trying to remember like who was who. That's what happens when I don't go like back to back on series. So anyways, I did finish this. I very much enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 stars. So it wasn't a bad book by any stretch of the imagination. I did buddy read it with Sarah from Sarah's Nightstand. I don't know if she was able to finish it yet or not, because we haven't talked in a couple days. But anyways, yes. And then I also finished The Black Mage by Daniel Barnes. I finished this yesterday. Saturday. One of these days this weekend. I have an injured knee. I think I talked about this in a little clip earlier this week. And so like I spent the entire weekend with my leg propped up reading. So I did finish The Black Mage by Daniel Barnes. I gave this 2 stars. I didn't really love it. I didn't really like the anime type style with like it was like very Dragon Ball Z. That's just not my personal taste. I'm sure that there are people that really like that, because there were a lot of people that gave that really high ratings. I also kind of found that they were taking, I don't know, this could have been like the whole point, but I felt like they were taking racism and making it a joke. It was weird, and it was really fast paced, and it wasn't for me. So anyways, I did read it in like 1 sitting though, so it was a very quick read. And then, so once the Biannual Bibliothon started, I started 2 books, and I'm relatively like into some of them. I'm on page 100 of Nevernight by Jay Kristoff, and loving this, and I'm so excited to continue on with the series. I have God's Grave and the Dark Dawn, the e-arc for it. I never read very fast on e-arcs or on ebooks, so I'm just hoping that it'll be that good. And then I do have God's Grave in physical book, and those are on my Nudes TBRs, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, I'm really liking this so far. It's about this girl who is an assassin, and this book is all about like her trying to get into the Red Church, which is basically like the assassin school ish. I don't know. She's a badass character. I love her. Okay, and then I'm like literally almost done with this book. 368 on the Great Alone by Kristen Hanna, and I haven't really talked a whole lot about this book. This book is about Lenny, who starts off as a 13-year-old girl, and it's kind of like her life in the Alaskan frontier. They moved to Alaska, and I believe it was 1974. Historical fiction is not my genre, so I was actually really surprised by this. Now, I am listening to it on audio, and I think that's definitely helping. But Kristen Hanna, this is the first book I've read from Kristen Hanna, and her writing style is it's very narrative. You feel like you're really in the story, and while there's some things that like I don't necessarily agree with as far as like how the plot is being driven, like I don't believe some characters' motivations, shall we say, I think that this is still a really good book, and I'm very, very surprised by it. Anyways, so I should finish that book up today. I honestly, I have less than 50 pages left, so I'm probably gonna just finish that one up. So you'll hear about my final wrap-ups in the next vlog, and Nevernight will continue to be the book that I read. To finish out the Biannual Bibliothon, I'm going to be listening to or reading Girls on the Verge by Sharon Biggs Waller. I know I have it on audio. I'm not sure if Scribd has the ebook as well. So, and then after, Nevernight is obviously going to be the predominant thing that I read, but after I finish it, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do, because there's there's 3 more books on my July TBR that I need to read. No, there's 4 more. I forgot I had another ebook. So maybe I'll start that. And then so 2 of those books, 2 of the 4, are on my Reading Rush TBR. And then I have Beartown, which I haven't been able to fit into that readathon. So this one I think I'm planning, if I read the e-arc for Swipe Right for Murder, I think is what it's called. If I read that after I finish Nevernight, and then I can read Beartown at the end of the month. My next video going up will be my Reading Rush TBR. I believe it is going to go up tomorrow. So hopefully you get that, or you've already seen it. And yeah, that's all I got. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little red button that you can do so down below the video. And all of the links to my social medias will be in the description below. If you'd like me to find out any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.